Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, of course, and as you can see from the title of this video, I will be giving my commentary on another clip of Carlos and Stormi, where they are giving commentary from highlights from the first half of season 7/8 of Love and Marriage Huntsville. This time they are revisiting Marsau's commentary on us Melometers as being deplorable. And they're going to take a look at Marsau and Tisha conversing about this sit down between Melody, Cherie, and Marsau. So before we get into it all, you already know what I'm going to ask, right? You have more skills than the psychic Sloan Bella. You know that I'm going to ask you to hit that like button. So if you could do so, I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show Style and Spirit. I would definitely love to have you as one of the showstoppers. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. And the Copyright Act of 1976 says that my fair use commentary on these sound bites are allowed. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and play this clip. It does include them obviously taking a look back at this scene between Melody and Marsau, and then they're going to cut away between scenes to get like Stormi and Carlos's take on the scenes. Here we go.
Grudges on your show.
Males.
Who's second?
Ooh. Second. Tisha? I say Tisha. She don't be wanting to be, you know what I'm saying? But
I think Tisha.
she's sweet, but she don't. Yeah, but she be trying to be mean. So
Not trying.
hell, now maybe Sunny.
But before we get to all of that, there was some unfinished business with Melody and Marsau. Let's take a look.
I should kick your ass up in this damn store.
It's yo crazy fans.
Oh,
The
whoa.
army of Deplorable.
Go ahead.
They
I'll let you get it out.
absolutely brainless. You have an army of zombies following you. And you know that.
No, how do
And
you
you're
know?
in
No, you want me to control and
Try
shut down
Try to.
people
Try to.
that I don't know, okay, while your mother-in-law has been out here dragging me for years, coming at me, calling y'all kind of bitches for years, but y'all can't control her.
I love a Melody and Marsau one-on-one.
I think everybody loves that.
No,
I see it all the time on social media. They're like, okay, finally, like, they got a scene together. I think people, like, really dial in for those.
So, of course, after Marsau met with Melody, he had to tell his wife Tisha how the meeting went. So let's see how she's going to take this news.
I don't know what she was talking about though. She was kind of.
She just getting everybody one by one.
Well, she was basically saying that y'all said, "Hey, listen, we're not gonna let things linger." So she.
We did. I said that.
She said that we didn't call and check on her, and then she was like, "Well, you got my number." Like her number was a Super Bowl trophy. I was like, no. Like,
ain't nobody about to be calling you and you don't respond to our text
I
messages.
said the same thing.
I ain't pressed like that. And I'm definitely not going to DM you.
Okay. Is that a shot at you?
Yeah.
Not the Baby, the DMs.
I don't know. I mean, I've asked my mom several times not to address the situation. Like, not. I asked her specifically not to talk about Mail, for sure.
Well, she had a good point about her crazy, deplorable fans. She's like, Marsau, how can I control them? And you can't even control your mother-in-law.
Okay, so as we're watching that, why do you think Miss Wanda is always out of pocket when it comes to, like, stating her opinions, child?
I don't know. She done said about me, so I can't say.
Wait, Miss Wanda talking about you?
Yeah, she done said stuff about me.
What she say about you?
When me and Tisha with the Marsau bitch, baby, she did not like that. Okay.
So she was defending her son-in-law. Ah.
Yeah.
And what you do?
Laughed up.
I laughed at her.
I'm like, baby, I can't behind me. I was like, well, I don't even know what I'm saying, but yeah, people don't really know what I'm saying.
I can understand you, folks. is the strong Southern dialect.
My tongue is so thick.
Baby.
It be like, the girl got me both.
But the accent you really want is your Bridgerton accent.
Oh my God.
So do that for me. So I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to answer it in your Bridgerton accent, okay?
Yes.
All right. Do you think that Tisha is able to control Miss Wanda?
My lord, I do not think that Tisha is able to control Miss Wanda. I do fear that her attempts may land on deaf ears, my lord.
You think that? Baby, it's about Lord for me.
I have to admit that I like Stormi's Bridgerton accent than her natural accent, okay? I find that that was easier to understand. So, in the beginning of the soundbite, Carlos asks Stormi, "Who holds the most grudges on your show?" And Stormi says, "Melody." And Carlos asks, "Who comes in second place?" And she said, "Tisha." And of course, we know that, Stormi, in my opinion, she has really high expectations for Melody in a friendship. We all know that the beginning of the breakdown of their friendship, it goes back to a couple of things. One, Stormi had her panties in a bunch because Melody changed her phone number. She wanted that phone number. And then she was offended when Melody said, "Well, you could have always DM'd," after Melody explained, "I have a crazy ex. This is why I changed my cell phone number, to feel a little safer and to have something that is mine that I do not have to share with him. And I wasn't going to give out my phone number to anyone on the cast or crew," meaning production, "because I didn't want them to give in to any pressure to give him my new phone number." Then she gets mad when she said, "You could have DM'd me." And you all have heard me say in previous videos, I've handled business via DMs. That's how I found my insurance agent when I bought this house. And I was a mortgage banker myself, working 12-hour days. I found him on Facebook, sent him a DM and said, "Hey, I am buying a home and I need some homeowners insurance, bada bing, bada boom." And yeah, you can totally take care of business in the DMs. I told my classmates when my mom died in the DMs. That is a valid form of communication, in my opinion. So to me, Stormi was being passive aggressive with Melody and expected Melody to just automatically give her her new cell phone. And that was the beginning of the breakdown of their friendship. Now, Stormi tried to put this label on Melody that she holds grudges, when really you're mad at her because she will not say anything mean about the Melometer bloggers. She wasn't going to outright say anything mean about Miss Black Titanic. We all know that the show is returning just under 2 weeks from now. So of course they would revisit the scene between Marsau and Melody where he calls the Melometers deplorable and an army of zombies leading up to the show returning. And we know that Stormi is going to bring up Miss Black Titanic visiting her warehouse while on the couples trip. I think that them highlighting the scene between Marsau and Melody, it's a way of preparing our minds for a similar conversation to arise on the girls' trip without showing the upcoming clip between Stormi and Melody. What I also found to be interesting was that Carlos and Stormi did not give explicit commentary on the Melometers. They just let Marsau give the commentary in that scene with Melody. And then all Carlos and Stormi talked about was the definite banter and back and forth that we get from Melody and Marsau whenever they film a one-on-one scene. That was the only thing that Carlos and Stormi would comment on. I think that they didn't go for broke. They stayed safe. and they wanted to just kind of get us ready for the show returning in less than 2 weeks without really putting their own heads on a stake, from the LAMH sector bloggers. And of course, they played this scene between Marsau and Tisha. And Tisha, in speaking about Melody, said, "I'm definitely not going to DM you." And I'm guessing back in the studio where Carlos and Stormi was, Stormi must have made a face. And then Carlos said, "Was that a dig at you?" And of course, Stormi, that must have reminded her of her saying to Melody, "No, I'm not going to DM you." Like, DMing someone is just the absolute worst. Now, what I will also say, I always feel like Carlos definitely pre-produces anything that he does on camera, and I believe that this clip is no exception. I think that he definitely lets Stormi know, "I'm going to ask you the question, who on your cast holds the most grudges?" And I think that that's a very interesting question, considering the clips that they decided to give commentary on was Marsau and Melody talking about the Melometers, and then him recapping that same conversation to Tisha. What did either one of those clips have to do with grudges? I think that Carlos just decided to pose that question so that Stormi could give those answers. And interestingly, she said for second place, it's Tisha. In my opinion, Stormi has not tried to reach out or restore any friendships with Melody or Tisha, and that's why she threw those names out there. But why even pose the question? I wonder why. My only guess is perhaps, I don't know when this clip was filmed, if it was post reunion. Today is just Sunday. The reunion was just filmed 3 days ago. So I'm guessing that these scenes with Stormi was filmed prior to the reunion. But in any event, perhaps, perhaps he's just probably thinking, things aren't really the same between Melody and I anymore. And he could be using Stormi to try and speak his mind, be his talking piece, his talking head, and trying to say that she holds a grudge. But she is upset because, Carlos, you let the theme of an entire season of the TV show to be of attacking the #1 fan base that is keeping that show afloat, and that is the Melometers. But what do you all think about him opening up that scene with posing the question, who holds the most grudges? Do you think that that was definitely pre-produced, or just a question that just kind of flowed from him like a rapper rapping a freestyle? And what did you think about them staying safe and not commenting on the scene between Melody and Marsau? I thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video, as it is a free way of supporting the channel. And I believe by the time you all see this video, it will no longer be Sunday, but it will be Monday. So I hope that you had a great Sunday night. I actually chilled, I started creating some content. I made a couple videos. I went out for a walk, and then I made a couple more. And yeah, it's just been very low key. So I hope that you had a safe and pleasant Sunday. You're going to have a magnificent Monday. It will not be a manic Monday. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye.